Hi, it is iYikKam time again. So lately, after I share with everybody on the fighting simulator and the theory behind it, I got many messages and there are many discussions. And there are Wing Chuners friends who ask me, why do I add the iYikKam, meaning using dodge to move forward into the quick. Okay, according to them, the Lai Lao Hui Song Lai Sao Jek Chung is adequate. Okay, and also there are people who ask me, don't the Wing Chun Wudidami is for practicing techniques? Okay. What is that got to do with what I'm talking about move in and close in, those kind of stuff? Okay, and also the issue of the internal force, the mind power, all this stuff. This issue was raised to me, and I like to share with you today to clear this thing once for all. Okay, because it is a time of enough is enough. We need to really speak on what the ancient Chinese ancestors talk about, instead of we create our own stuff and then take that as the truth of the universe. But in fact, it is clueless. Okay, now let's talk about iYikKam using dodging to move forward. Okay, this is very simple. It is the universal's play of momentum. Okay, now in the ancient China, okay, according to our Wing Chun ancestor, Jek Chung, the Jek Chung straight thrust forward. Jek Chung is straight thrust forward. It's like a axis like this. Okay, if you look at it like a y-axis, it's like straight axis like this. iYikKam, the dodging is like this. You call it horizontal or lateral axis. So this straight thrust in is like that. Okay, it's like this line, and then the dodging in is this line. So it's the X. Only this way it be able to cover the momentum play. And let me share with you, it doesn't have to be even in Chinese, ancient Chinese, because ancient Chinese is a human. Everybody in this world is human, okay, disregard of color or nationality, okay. So everybody is as wise. It's not somebody is idiot and somebody is smart, okay. The simple fact is that, I give you an analogy. In Spain, we have this bullfighting, okay. The bull rush forward. The bull rush forward, straight thrust forward. That's what it is. Jek Chung, that's what it is. So if you are strong like a bull, quick and fast, you can go straight forward like that. Well, the bullfighter going sideways, okay, dodge sideways and attack the bull. That is iYikKam. That's all. Now, how the hell is a Wing Chun which is behave like a bull without the iYikKam? Think about it, okay? And in fact, if we keep talking about Wing Chun is a soft art or a female art, one better be able to handle the dodge in. It's like like this bullfighting. Female arts is like the bullfighters techniques to handle the bull. So we cannot just, in one way we preach, oh, Wing Chun is a soft art, female art, all this stuff, and in the way we practice what? We practice the bull way. Okay? So the quid has to have two. One is the Jek Chong, another one is iYikKam. So one is Lat Sao Jek Chong, one is iYikKam. Without these two, is incomplete. You can get Wing Chun or iYikKam or Leong Zhan to stand here today, I tell him flat in his face. Okay? Otherwise, I rather, if it is just like this Lat Sao Jek Chong, I'd rather go to Spain and learn how to this bullfighting. Okay? That's more realistic than people thinking this fighting like a bull is everything about Wing Chun. Okay? So it has to be fit common sense instead of just, oh, my grandmaster say this, my grandmaster say that. Again, is it really Leong Zhan say that? Is it really iYikKam say that? Is it really Wing Chun say that? No. We create our own stuff. Well, we are ignorant. We create something, we think that is everything. And that's what I can prove to you today. Go watch the bullfighting in Spain. The Jek Chong and the iYikKam is there. That's natural. Okay? Now, the second thing, and this is actually on top of this straight thrust in and the dodge in. The Muk Yan Zhong, if people thinking it is just fighting in the or training the techniques so forth, that is just saying that one have no idea what is the ancestor writing. Since Qi Ji Guang time, it is known. Number one, it is about momentum. Number two, the rule is the guy who have good handle of the body and the footwork win. Period. The analogy for the ancient Chinese is this feet and this body is called 根本, the root. The arm is the branch. This is called 枝叶. This is called 根本 in Mandarin. So in a short strike like Wing Chun, it is very important that this body handling and the footwork handling has to be really agile. The arm itself, it is not useful. The guy who is good is the guy who can handle the body and handle the footwork. Now look at our set today, Wing Chun wooden dummy set, for everybody's set. How is that handle the body and handle the footwork? Or it's just all this mimicking posture and making these different techniques? Did anything train about this thing? So that's the basis of why I want to bring up this fighting simulator. We need to have the footwork and we need to have the body handling. Without that, it's a kiss of death. Okay? You want to see Wing Chun going down the tube? With the first thing, not knowing the dodging, and the second thing, have no idea that this is the 根本, the root, the body handling and the feet handling, but thinking about all this Tan Pong Fo, it's already gone. You don't have the art anymore, according to the ancient. So I don't want to be act like a grandmaster, but let's look at it in the reality of the ancient Chinese teaching. Okay? Let's not drop any grandmaster name, because grandmaster name, as what I said, you can drop Sir Isaac Newton's name or Albert Einstein's name, it means nothing when it comes to the law of physics. Okay? So this is the thing. Number one, like a bullfighting, it has to have, the bull has to be, has the straight, and then you have the dodging. Period. Have to cover that. The second, whoever good in the body handling and footwork handling will defeat the guy who only knowing this thing, the arm techniques. Since 1560 Qigong time, people know that. Why today, 2017, people still have to argue on that? This is that serious, okay? And somebody told me about this mind power, like practice in Xiulin Tao, and then this the Qi, the internal force. You know what? It's a time to drop all this fantasy kung fu, okay? Time to drop it. The ancient Chinese already know it. Say it this way. The Lat Sao Jik Chong, meaning that if he is not ready or his timing wise weaker, you go rush in like a bull, you take him out. If he's like a bull, you need to dodge and shoot him different way. And both of those rely on the mobility of your footwork and the body handling. Okay? So, if one do not go to a fighting simulator, stand here and see, okay, if I'm in this location, this might get me, this might get me, this might get me. If I go this way, how can I defend? How can I attack? If I go in this way, how can I defend? How can I attack? If I get close in, if one is not in this location, sense all these things and be able to mobile to the minimum, how is that one supposed to work at all? Using mind power? Mind for what? Qi, Yi, internal for what? It's very simple. Anybody who say that he have a Qi and Yi and all those internal power and force flow or whatever hell, you know what? Buy a ticket. Go up to the roller coaster or the free fall in the amusement park. Okay, like over here there's a Great America, you know, the Disneyland. Sit in one of those when the whole momentum's in the roller coaster is swing like that. Tell me, how is the mind power, the mindfulness, the Qi, the Yi works? That is real momentum. And in fighting, there's no different than that. If you get in, you get in. It's very quick. Okay? So, again, if one do not know about this straight, the dodge in, straight in, dodging, or put it in more emphasized, descriptive, straight shoot in, dodge shoot in, the body handling and the footwork has to be really mobility and be able to handle different angles. If we don't have this basic, what is that mind power and what is that Qi and Yi and all this bullshit do? It's very simple. Why don't anybody who have the Qi and Yi and everything stand in front of the bull in the Spain for the bullfighting and see how it end up to? Okay? So, in the last past 100 years or so, there are too many of the story of internal and everything created. It's a fantasy. It is come from Chinese fictions and so forth, and people keeping produce those kind of things, trying to sell it. But the effects of the straight shoot in, the dodge shoot in, like in the bullfighting play, the bullfighting games in the Spain, And then the important, the critical of the body handling and the footwork is ignored, is put aside. And then thinking someday with those kind of mind power and doing 修炼套 that way, align this spine and all those and chi and everything, can have some days some magic happen. Are you serious? Wing Chun is a martial arts. We like it or not. This is the bottom line. And again, I'm not a grandmaster. I just tell you that I just relay this information to you that the ancient Chinese didn't say that. Okay? And be it the ancient Chinese or the ancient Spain who do the bullfighting, don't say that. It is universal. Imagine the guy who had the bullfighting, very good in his sword play, but cannot move his body and his footwork. What happened? You can use your mind, your chi to handle that. Also, all this mind and stuff, it was mentioned, like I was in the discussion with these people, all these Wing Chuners who really get into this mind and so forth. You know what? Those things about mind and everything they are talking about is a new age today's philosophy. It got nothing to do with Zen Buddhism and the real Taoism, where I mentioned to you guys already the other way. You want to have chi, you want to have those kind of mindfulness power, you need to be able to handle the rest phase of the breathing, the inhale, exhale, the rest phase. And you know what? How many people out there who talk about that even know that exists the rest period, the rest phase of the breathing? That's physical. Then you can go to Stanford University or any university to check that phase. When one don't even aware of that, how is one mind is going to settle and one mind is going, one's chi or this kundalini is going to raise and those kind of stuff. So it is time to call it enough is enough, okay? I mean, I've been talking with a few people here, 5 or 6, and everybody is going through that, and they say, oh my God, okay, what are we talking about this? And everybody say, oh, Grandmaster this says this, Grandmaster this, according to Chinese what? This is what really written in Chinese, what I'm talking about, the straight and the dodging is in Chinese, ancient Chinese. The handling, those who can handle the body and the feet, the gunpan, will defeat the guy who only have the branch or the arm. It's there in the record of the ancient Chinese. Mind power, yes. Look, read the Anapanasati and all this Chinese Buddhism teaching. Talk about the 3 phases of the breathing and how to enter into samadhi and how the chi or kundalini today we talk about that. It's all there. But if one keeping to use today's inventions and this new age thinking, again, those are just thinking. While the ancient Chinese is talking about state, like the energy state and the momentum type, and how to handle that, how to manipulate that, how to play with it. Okay? So this is a serious issue. And that's why, again, I get this simulator. Is that perfect? No, this is first generations. Later on, people can put artificial intelligence where we have technology, but we need to go in and see how is it feel. We need to go even in with a bigger speed, see how is it, it feel, how is it sense there, and how is all thing, and how is this when it's close to us, what happened. If we don't even know what happened, we can sitting down there, saying the mantra, and then the mind power doing 修炼套. You want to go somewhere? We couldn't even do a thing, beside all the talk. Well, you don't have to believe me. Just go to Spain, Okay, not even do this martial art, anything. Go to Spain, learn how to do the bullfighting, and see what happens. As simple as that. So this is to share with you today. It is really serious problem today. Many like to be guru, expert, and everything. And that's why my rule after yesterday, after today, is if we want to talk something, we better have the evidence. And we better know exactly what it is, instead of just critics, disagreement, objections. What the objects? Read what the ancestors said. Okay? So this is for you today.